Welcome to Inside Boxing Throwdown. My man, I kind of try to change it up on you, but that's okay. Steve Johnson, Aurelio Martinez. And I'll tell you what, everyone knows that we went through the women's had their Olympic trials this past weekend in Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And so that platform is all set, Steve. So why don't you go ahead and...
Well, it's not set just yet, because we had let's go back. Let's say first of all we have in the flyweight division that's set because we got Virginia Fuchs from I think it's from Tuma, Texas. Okay. She knocked off Marlon Esparza twice.
Big upset.
So yes, big upset. Marlon is out.
That's a big upset for everybody except Mrs. Fuchs.
Yes. Okay. Exactly.
Because she just knew what she was going to do.
Exactly. And like I said, for her to beat her twice, there's no dispute about it. It's on. Okay, and then that's in the lightweight division. I mean, that was in the flyweight division. Mm-hmm. In the lightweight division, we had Michaela Meyer suffered her first tournament loss to 18-year-old Jahaira Gonzalez from Glendora, California. Jahaira just graduated from high school, though, recently. And she knocked off... like I said, Michaela Meyer, and they have a box-off today, Sunday, okay, to determine who goes as the lightweight representative.
Wow, okay.
And right now, a lot of people are saying that Jahaira is, in the driver's seat.
Good for her, man.
Good for her. Say that she's in the driver's seat. Middleweight, Claressa Shields, Claressa's just doing her thing. She had a tough bout, hard-fought bout with Tika Hemingway, but Claressa is just, she's the real deal. Yeah. Okay. But I want to talk about one thing because we need to get this squared away. A lot of people especially been sending us emails asking about the situation with the United States women in the Olympic trials. They're under the impression that the Olympic trials, these are three women in these three weight classes, because the Olympics they only have three weight classes.
That's right.
That's the flyweight, lightweight, and middleweight. Mm-hmm. Okay, but in order for them to go to Rio de Janeiro, they still have two situations that they have to accomplish. One of the two. Okay. There's the 2016 AIBA Women's Continental Olympic Qualifying Event held in Buenos Aires, Argentina. That's March 8th to the 20th. Okay. If one of our girls would happen to win their weight class, they go to Rio.
Now, who will they be fighting in Buenos Aires?
Well, it's Women's Continental Olympic Qualifying. So I don't know exactly what the countries are going to comprise of that. Okay. But I do know if they win that, they go to Rio. Okay?
So they got to win this next one, okay?
If they win that, they go to Rio. If they don't win their weight class, then the next opportunity they have to go to Rio is the women's 2016 Women's World Boxing Championships.
So they have another opportunity?
Yes, that's May 19th to 22nd in Astana, Kazakhstan. Okay, and at that point, any of the women that finish in the top 4 in their weight class, then they qualify for the Olympics.
Now
there's going to be a lot of competition, but like I said, the focus of our girls is going to be to go here to Argentina, to Buenos Aires, and win, and that way they know automatically they're going to.
I don't understand it. I'm with the major population out there that really don't understand it. That to me is backwards. I mean, I don't understand what fighting. Other fighters outside of the United States has to do with the team that the United States selects to go to the thing. I was under the impression, just like everyone else, that this was the USA, America's Olympic trials that just happened. That's the way it's always been put out there, and that's the way it's been read, and that's the way I understood it, just like everyone else. Yep. And then, you win this, and you become the American team. Yep. Now, what does going out to Buenos Aires or to Kazakhstan or whatever it is to fight international fights have to do with selecting an American team?
AIBA.
It's broken. It's always been broken. I mean, okay, so I thought the whole thing about Olympic Games, and I'm not only talking about boxing, I'm talking about the Olympic Games period, was for each country to put together their best team, amateur team, to go compete in the Olympic Games to win the gold medal. Okay, I seen that. Okay, so what does all this other Buenos Aires and stuff have to do with the United States selecting their team, and why does that have any bearing on who the United States should be able to select. I don't know if you can answer that, probably not. But what
I'm
saying
it was the same way it was in 2012. But like you said, it's an AIBA mandated situation. The USOC, like you say, has gone on.
There again, why is AIBA telling United States how to pick their team? I mean, why?
They're not telling them how to pick their team. They're just saying that in order to qualify.
Yeah, they are. They have
in order to qualify for Rio, here's what you have to do from that. You picked your team. Okay, you will have picked your team.
So if they lose, then they don't go.
Don't go.
See, so you really didn't pick your team. Okay, but anyway.
And real quick before we move on from that, our men are faced with the same situation.
I don't even care about the men. Men don't have no chance. You're
throwing them under the bus.
I am, and I'm just a little upset because of the process.
I'm definitely upset about that because, like I said, all of these kids that I know have worked so hard.
They do. They work hard.
And there was a time, like, we know that our boxers, our United States team went as a team, went and represented the USA. And if things don't fall into place now, we might not have anybody in certain weight divisions, making it. It's really kind of sad. But
it is sad.
I don't want to dwell on it too much because it just gets you a little bit upset.
Even the boxers that are qualifying now, they would become better boxers and they would be better able to represent the United States if they had the avenue where they can get better competition within the United States leading up to these big Olympic and international type events. But that door's been shut. It's been shut on a whole lot of different fighters that don't have access to the. It's I've mentioned it before in the past. The system is broken. It's been broken a long time, and I'm to the point now where it's so badly broken that it can't be fixed. It's got to be discarded.
Wow. You said discard.
Yeah.
Well, on the discard note, let me say this. I wanted to congratulate two of amateur boxing's really, really good people. I like to call them kids because, once again, as we know, if they're old enough to be our kids or even grandkids, that's what I call them. But Stephen Nelson, who's from, I met Steve a while back. He's from that WCAP team down in Colorado Springs under Charles Leverett. His girlfriend is Raquel Miller. Miller ended up she got the bronze medal in the middleweight division behind Claressa Shields and Tika Hemingway. And Steve proposed to Raquel in a real nice, good story. If you want to have a feel-good story, that's a feel-good story. Raquel is out now, but Steve is still going to be, in Reno, December 7th to 12th. Okay. Looking to get one of those spots, to go on to the qualifier also, to move to the next qualifier. But congratulations to you both. That was really good thing for me to see, and I'm happy for you both. Yep. Okay. The only other thing that I really wanted to touch on as we move.
Let's touch because we keep this amateur. We still got a couple of minutes. We got a couple of minutes, but let's talk about the Marlon Esparza saga. Okay, because
you call it a saga.
Okay, well, because naturally. She was picked by a lot of corporate people like McDonald's and one of the makeup places, the Nike, and like you say, she bucked the team and came in her Nike gear rather than the Under Armour, which is the sponsor, and they pay a lot of money.
Yes, sir.
Is this a case? Do you think
it's political?
No. Do you think this outside activity with her has affected her ability in the ring? Because obviously she's a good boxer and she's represented the United States on a couple of occasions, but this one here she didn't even make it past the first level. Do you think that background modulation stuff is going on in her head, creating, I've got these sponsors, nobody else has these sponsors, and what happens to the sponsors now? Because obviously it looks like she's out.
Oh, she is out. It's just a matter now.
So what
happens?
She do now? So what happens?
Does she turn pro?
Now, I mean, what happens now? Does McDonald's continue with her and kind of really slap Claressa Shields in the face because she's the one that has gold and stuff? What happens now? I mean,
well, let's back up a little bit because you made an excellent point. What sense would it make for McDonald's and Nike to continue on with her when she's not going to the Olympics?
Well, I don't know.
They're going to pick on someone. I'm sure that this contract that they have with Marlon, that there's some parts of the aspects of it that they have to continue with, but she will not be the face of women. Now there's no question it should be Claressa. It should be Claressa.
What if Marlon decides to turn pro? then probably the Nike and the McDonald's will follow her because they've been sponsoring her. So wouldn't they follow her into the? Wouldn't they continue sponsoring her?
Yeah, they can do that
as a pro versus as an amateur.
They could do that if they want to, but like I said, I think it would make no sense. I'm talking about what's going to happen now going to the Olympics. Marlon would have to be dropped from them. She's not going. There's nothing that she could offer. Maybe they might have her come sit next to Layla Ali and be an analyst, something like that. But the bottom line is that she's out.
It's going to be interesting.
Okay? And congratulations to Jenny Fuchs. She's worked hard. I know that her and Marlon have fought many times, and this was the first time she came out on top. And what better time to come out on top than now?
Good.
Okay.
Good. Well, listen, that concludes this episode.
Yes.
And we'll come back and we'll talk about the fights coming up this weekend. And I'm gonna tell you what, there's some doozies. We got Brandon Rios and we got Timothy Bradley, the new Timothy Bradley under Teddy Atlas. So come back, and until then, keep them hands up.
Keep them hands up, baby.
All right.